Hey, what's happening? It's Bill Smith. Before we get started, I want to touch on a couple big stories for the day. So I kind of thought this was interesting. Given the Las Vegas massacre, right? They're still playing gunshots between videos. It's not part of the song either. It's between them. I thought this was kind of in bad taste. Not to say that, you can't tell people they're stupid for thinking it's a real shooting, right? When they're in a crowd of people and they can't get away. All right, Eminem. You're so edgy. What else happened? I caught this. This is kind of a story that's been developing over the last couple days. So this Austrian government has got this like young guy, man. He's like 33, 34 or something. He looks like he's just right out of college, and this dude means business. Holy crap, does this guy mean business? So he went straight after him, man. Austria said, enough of this mess. We're cleaning up our streets. And the big deal is these imams, dude. So these imams are like, it's not really a rabbi and it's not really a priest. Probably closer to a rabbi. So like, we live in a secular nation, where like you can go to the church and you can listen to the priest talk, and he might tell you who to vote for. That's his prerogative. But he's not going to like run your life. Right? These imams though, they set up their mosque, and then the mosque becomes like the community center. It's not just a place to go to pray, to your version of God. So these imams are like community leaders. They're not like priests or rabbis. They can cause a lot of problems. So they're talking about kicking 40 to 60 of them out, including their families. The problem is they all stand accused of receiving funds from abroad. Official investigations have been launched in 11 cases. 2 of them have already been denied extensions of their residency permits. So Austria has a populist government, and they are trying to kick out Turkish people. That's what's been happening there. Also, this happened yesterday. Okay, we got Nancy Boy, pink socks with his frilly shoes. I mean, look at this guy, man. How can you think this guy is cool? How would you think? How could you be a Canadian and be proud of this guy? He walks around like he's a woman. Like literally. You see how Trump stands with like his knees apart? He's like, "Look, there's something between my legs, and I would prefer not to smash them." He's not happy either. Trump's not happy to be standing next to this guy. This guy's like, I don't have anything between my legs. I'm Canadian. We're tolerant. All right. So, which leads me into this one. Okay. I still can't. I can never get over this. I never will get over it. You'll hear me talk about this for the next 5 to 10 years, because I'm telling you, it'll never go away now. At this point, it'll never go away. It's embedded in a certain subsection of the population, and it's always been there. You go back 10,000 years, it's always been there. It will always be there. Some people say it's the R versus the K, mentality. Wolves versus sheep. I prefer not to look at it that way. I just think some people are messed up. We all have our thing, though. So her name is Susanna Danuta Walters. I'm guessing that's a double last name, but I don't see any hyphen there. So if someone names their kid Danuta, okay, understand this is what you're doing to this human being. You're going to put them in a gender studies camp. Okay, so if you're a prospective parent out there, name your kid real names. You can go off the reservation a little bit. I got a buddy named Blaze. His parents weren't even smokers, okay? But they named their kid Blaze. Okay, but I think Blaze is different than Danuta. All right. This is her. That's her, actually. So yeah, she hates men. It's because she looks like a man. She wants to be a man. Let's look at some of her work. Here's a work. Walter's previous book, All the Rage, the story of gay visibility in America. I know, because Fantastic Come Fantastic things came out of that, didn't they? I mean, just look at all the great technological breakthroughs we have now because gays are more visible in America. Isn't your life better? I mean, look how much better your life is. Specifically your life. I don't understand this tolerant conversation. I don't get it. Okay, you tolerate things that you hate. You hate them. They make you want to throw up. They're vile, disgusting. You know? It's not something you embrace. They're not saying embrace it and love it because they know you never will. They're just saying tolerate it. Tolerate it. You hate it. Okay? You hate it, and that's why you have to tolerate it. This person, Susanna, her entire life is based on you tolerating her. That's it. That's who she is. That's what she... Look, there it is. Her most recent book, The Tolerance Trap. How God, genes, and good intentions are sabotaging gay equality. Do you understand this? I mean, think about that. I'm telling you, I'm not right about everything, okay? I got some opinions, right? Opinions are never correct, factual stuff. That stuff, the VOP versus Craig Sawyer, I don't know, man. All I know is that Craig Sawyer is backed by InfoWars, and I don't agree with InfoWars on just about anything. There's nothing. InfoWars wants you to give up on the trade war before it even happens. Look, I showed you that earlier. That's what this was about. This is all about trade. And this is because Canada wants to import cheap Chinese steel that's structurally inaccurate because they want to make shovels in Canada and then sell you a Canadian shovel made with Chinese steel. Canada doesn't make steel. That's why they make such a big deal out of the steel and aluminum tariffs, because they know that if we target those two things, everything that Canada makes will be taxed and tariffed under the cheap Chinese steel tariff. And that's why they're throwing such a big deal about this. Prove me wrong, that's all I'm saying. Prove me wrong. They wait for Trump to leave, and then they say stuff when he's not in the room. So at the micro level, that's what's happening here. These people just assume, they've been given a platform. They know they're a protected species, and rightfully so, because homosexuals can't have children. They can't reproduce themselves. So automatically they're a protected species. There won't be any more of them unless we make more of them. Explores how notions of tolerance limit the possibilities for real liberation and deep social belonging. You get what I'm saying? I didn't even read this before I told you what tolerance was. Tolerance is just dealing with something that you hate. It's not acceptance. Tolerance is not acceptance, and it never will be. That's why they ask you to tolerate, not accept. They know you'll never accept it. The best they can do is you stop talking about it. You stop showing up to counter-protest their little protests. That's the best they can do, is to get you to shut up. So shut up, stop talking about it. Susanna Denuda Walters, professor of sociology, professor and director of the Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies program. Well, isn't that fabulous? That's fantastic. Look, okay, let's roll over here. So this is the article that she wrote. Why hate men? Why can't we hate men? And there's a picture of Harvey Weinstein. First of all, that's one specific type of man. That is a Hollywood Jew. That's not a white Christian man. So why can't we hate men? I don't know. I would feel like you're kind of crossing the boundary here. Susanna, welcome to my world. Why can't you hate them? Well, first of all, I think it'd be kind of dumb to just hate entire groups of people. That doesn't make any sense at all. You can hate behaviors, I can tell you that. You can hate all the behaviors you want. And if you see one type of behavior displaying itself over and over and over in one group of people, then I'd say that group of people deserves your hate. That's where it lands. But I don't think you should hate entire groups of people. I don't hate entire groups of people. I hate behavior patterns. I hate this kind of stuff. That's what I hate. So I agree with her. I just differ on the the lesson learned here. So she brings up Eric Schneiderman. It's not that Eric Schneiderman pushed me over the edge. Again, Schneiderman, he's a Jew. He's a New York Jew. Okay, he was a liberal New York Jew. And he just happened to be beating the crap out of middle-aged New York liberal socialites. Go figure. All right, so my edge has been crossed for a long time. Before President Trump, before Harvey Weinstein, before mansplaining and incels. So if you don't know what an incel is, that's it's like Unirock. It's an involuntary celibate. Means you're not having sex and it's because you can't. No one wants to have sex with you. Purple hair gives it away. That's all I'm saying. All right. Before live streaming sexual assaults. Okay, let's break this one down for a second. Live streaming sexual assaults. Who's doing that? Okay, who's doing that? Is it church-going Christian men? Is it? Right? Is it those people? No, it's not. I mean, I don't know where to go from that one. It's a certain group of people, right? They're generally Muslim. Generally. Okay? It does cross over into other groups, but I think it shows itself very clearly in one group of people. Okay? There's one group of people doing that. They're not white. They're not black. They're not Asian. Okay? They're not Indian. They're mostly Pakistani. Mostly Muslim. And then, they toss us up in there, and it's red pill men's groups and rape camps. So she throws it at the end. She's gonna group red pill men's groups with rape camps. Wow, that's some strong writing agenda there. I mean, look, and I'll tell you, look, this is how she structured her sentence. So pay attention to this when you read. Like, if you're a big reader, I'm an avid reader, man. I read all the time, constantly. This is how that sentence was structured. So it started with President Trump, Harvey Weinstein, mansplaining and incels, and then moved into live streaming sexual assaults and men's groups and rape camps. Those are all grouped together. They're all tools of war about the deadening banality of male prerogative. Okay. Seen in this indisputably true context, it seems logical to hate men. I can't lie, I've always had a soft spot for the radical feminist smackdown, for naming the problem in no uncertain terms. See, the penises are doing it. The penises. It's the fault of the penis, and that's why you must remove it if you want to be part of the cool team. I've rankled. Have you rankled? What does that even mean? What is rankled? And this is why these people will never win. I'll tell you this. This is why they'll never win, is because they use big words. That's it. I use big words every once in a while, but the big words that I use, you know what they mean. No one knows what rankled means. No one knows what a deadening banality of male prerogative means. What does that even mean? Protestations of generations of would-be feminists and found that men's are not the problems of the systems. Obfuscation, whatever, man. Okay, I'm just going to move to the end. There's just too much here. The world has a little place for feminist anger. Yeah. You make us tolerate it. And then by your own words, tolerance does not lead to acceptance. We have every right to hate you. You have done this. You have done us wrong because patriarchy. It's long past time to play hard for team feminism and win. I don't think you're going to win. I think unless the government makes us, you have no chance here. And I think that's what you're starting to see. Till next time, this is Bill Smith. Thanks for watching.